Arky, it's the jig fish love to bite. Whoa, have you ever seen so much air, Gerry? If you want to know why I get excited about smallmouth bass, that jump right there, that head high catapult, that's why. You're not going to see a largemouth do that. The fishing, there you go. Right there. It gets better as the day goes on. Oh, that's a nice one. That's another good one. Ain't a giant, but that's a doggone good fish, man. Yeah, that's where we caught him right there.
Yep. Right where I left.
What we're doing is we're going out and around and then coming back through. And in the old days, you just had to guess. You know, you could look at your marker buoy and you make a swing. Now you can actually see by the track of your GPS exactly where you've drifted through, and you can make a wide swing and not spook them. Now, these fish are in 15 to 16 feet of water, but they're still trolling motor and still outboard motor sensitive. We want to give them a wide berth now that we know where they're at.
Now what we have to do is we just really have to get dialed into the area, you know? We're around them. Every day it's a little different puzzle, you know?
It's nice to know you can come out here and you're fishing a place that has a gazillion bass, you know?
Oh, I mean, you know, a typical summer day out here is 25, 30 bass every day. Unless the weather really affects you.
Another one, Gerry.
Good one. Oh, yeah.
One with him. One with him. Throw yours in there. Another one with him. I love it. I just love it so much. Look at that big horse. Look at that big horse, man. That's what you catch on these deep jerk baits too. You don't get quite as many bites as you might on like a tube bait. We'll go to the back, or a drop shot or something like that, but they cork it. It's so much fun, and they're big. Look how big they are. I am taking my time with these fish too, just because those treble hooks, man, they're just so crazy. I'd rather lose one than have one in my hand. What I do normally, I know you've seen me do this before, but I belly land them. I'll get down here, I'll just try and get my hand under the belly, reach underneath them like that, and it kind of paralyzes them, and then I can get my hands on them.
Here's your play.
Thanks, dude. You gotta respect these big fish, man, when you got a hold of them with these treble hooks, or you will end up with them in your hand. But regardless, I want you to look at what we're catching. Look at what we're catching. Look at that. Look at that fish in the sun. Isn't he just
4 1/4 or so?
Yeah, 4-pounder. I mean, just chunk, just gorgeous. Just fun. The thing I like about fishing jerk baits, particularly the deeper diving jerk baits, is the strike. I mean, you're working that bait and you're snapping it and you're pausing it and you're snapping it and you're pausing it, and then all of a sudden it's just like a lightning bolt, and they will just jerk the knot in your tail. It's like they try and rip the rod out.
There he is, right there.
And it's different. It's just different. And the other thing is the grade of fish you catch. You may not get the numbers of bites you're going to catch when you're drop shotting or you're tubing or whatever, but the fish that you catch on that jerk bait are going to stay in the live well if you're in the tournament. And if you're out there fun fishing and you're trophy fishing, you want to catch a big smallmouth, particularly in the summer, there's not a better way to do it. That's a stud, man. He jumped like 3 feet out of the water.
This is where you got to play him careful
Yeah,
here. A lot of lost fish here.
Really cool.
A lot of times when they survive that first jump,
that's the thing with treble hooks too.
See, I'll pop my button down and I'll let them pull. I never fight these fish against the drag, ever.
Got to keep them soft, real soft rod, because you never know until you can really look at them. We haven't really seen this one.
See that? If I feel them pulling, I'll just... he's probably close to 4. Come on, baby.
You're going to be a while. I think I'll make another cast.
Good fish. Boy, he's shaking that head.
It's a nice one, man. That's a tournament maker right there, dude. You get enough of those. 5 of those and you're grinning at weigh-in. Yeah, he's hooked on the side. Go ahead and get him. I'll turn the trolling motor, keep the boat.
See how good he's hooked?
Yeah,
he ain't coming off.
He's good.
I'm just gonna lift him in.
You gonna lift him?
I think so.
Okay. That's light line, man. Look at you.
Strong
Look at
line.
you. It's strong, but it's light line.
That guy was not coming off.
As great as it is to catch a big smallmouth on a jerk bait, there is one thing you need to consider, and that's the fact that it's a treble hook bait. And a lot of times they slash at that bait and they might just get it on the outside of their face. It may only be one point of one treble hook hooked in the fish. So you can't lean on the fish. It's not like a flipping stick in heavy cover. You gotta fight the fish, you gotta play him out. And one of the ways to do that is to back your drag way off. Back the drag off to where when the fish makes a run, he's not gonna go anywhere. It's open water. You're fishing over 16, 18 feet of water. Just let him run, let him pull. And the more he shakes and the more he darts, the chances of him getting another hook in him becomes a lot better. The other thing you might want to do is take Gerry's tip. When the fish makes a run, don't rely on your drag. You just hit your button and use your thumb. Your thumb can really tell how much pressure to put on a fish. But the whole key is just to take your time, wear the fish out, get him to the boat, slip a net under him, or figure out how you're going to get him in the boat, whether you belly land him or lip him, whatever. But the key is to take your time, be patient, and you'll put those big ones in the boat.
Not as big as the two you've caught.
These baits, though, they catch big fish, man. Look at that.
Good solid, like 3.5.
Yeah,
Easy
man.
3.5.
Good fish.